I start my morning by feeding all the cows with total mixed ration and fresh straw to keep them healthy and productive. Once the feeding is done, I park the forage wagon back inside the shed. After that, I hook up the seeder and begin sowing the remaining fields. I refill the seeder with seeds and solid fertilizer. Adding fertilizer during sowing helps boost the crop yield much more than planting seeds alone. Since I'm managing 2 huge fields, I decide to invest in a powerful Fendt Vario tractor with a massive 517 horsepower engine. I choose the black color option because it gives the tractor a clean and aggressive look. Next, I purchase another seeder, the Widerstad Tempo K24, specifically for planting cotton. This time, I load the Tempo K24 with cotton seeds and liquid fertilizer instead of solid fertilizer, because liquid fertilizer delivers the best cotton yield with this seeder setup.
I begin the morning by walking toward the storage shed to grab 2 grass bales for the sheep. Feeding the animals is always the first task of the day because healthy sheep mean better wool production and higher profits later on. I carefully load the grass bales and transport them to the feeding area beside the sheep barn. The sheep immediately gather around the fresh feed, and their health and productivity levels begin increasing again. After feeding the sheep, I take a moment to inspect the entire animal area. Everything looks clean and organized, and all the production chains are running smoothly without any issues. Next, I head toward the apple orchard to inspect the water supply and check the production status. The orchard has expanded massively over the last few seasons, and the trees are producing more apples than ever before. I refill the water supply tanks and make sure every tree has enough resources to continue production at maximum efficiency throughout the day. The apple orchard has become one of the most important parts of the farm because it supplies the apple juice factory non-stop with fresh produce. After finishing work at the orchard, I drive toward the fish farm to inspect the trout production area. The fish farm has slowly turned into one of the biggest income sources on the property. I add extra trout into the receiving tanks to improve future production and help the farm generate even larger profits in the coming days. Watching the fish production grow over time is extremely satisfying. What started as a small side business is now operating like a major commercial fishery. From there, I move toward the greenhouse section to inspect all the active productions and storage levels. Inside the greenhouses, spinach, lettuce, tomatoes, carrots, potatoes, parsnips, and red beet are all growing rapidly. The greenhouse business has expanded far beyond what I originally expected, and now the storage areas are filling up faster than I can transport the products. I walk through each greenhouse individually, checking fertilizer usage, water levels, and production efficiency to make sure nothing slows down the operation. The amount of vegetables being produced every day is absolutely insane, and today is going to be one of the biggest selling days yet. This is how the farm looks now, after all the upgrades and expansions. From animal barns and orchards to factories and greenhouses, the property has transformed completely. Since the storage areas are almost full, I decide to lease a Volvo FH Electric truck together with a Krone Profi Liner trailer to transport all the products. The Volvo truck looks incredible, and the electric engine is powerful enough to pull massive loads across the entire map. I connect the Krone trailer and begin loading the first shipment of greenhouse products for delivery. The first load contains spinach, red beet, parsnips, potatoes, and lettuce. Market prices are extremely high today, so this delivery could generate huge profits. After arriving at the selling point and unloading the trailer, the first shipment sells for an unbelievable $99,000. That massive sale instantly boosts the farm's balance, but there are still many more products waiting to be delivered. I head back to the farm and prepare the second shipment containing spinach, tomatoes, potatoes, carrots, and parsnips. The second load also sells extremely well, bringing in $53,091. Without wasting any time, I continue transporting more greenhouse products to maximize profits while market prices remain high. The third shipment sells for $48,672. The greenhouse operation alone is now generating more income than some of my older farming businesses combined. Because heavy rain has started affecting production efficiency, I decide to install automatic sheds over the greenhouse section. The new coverings protect the crops from bad weather and make the entire production area look much cleaner and more professional. After completing the upgrades, I prepare another full trailer of vegetables for one final greenhouse delivery. This shipment sells for another $56,000, making today one of the most profitable greenhouse days so far. Now it's time to move processed factory products instead of raw materials. The first industrial shipment contains apple juice, grape juice, and raisins produced inside the processing factories. The value of processed goods is much higher than normal crops, which is why factory production has become such a major focus for the farm. After unloading everything at the selling point, the first factory shipment sells for $215,601. That single delivery earns more money than entire harvest seasons from the early days of the farm. I quickly return to the production area and prepare another shipment of apple juice together with processed wood products. The second industrial shipment sells for $215,856. The apple factories are producing non-stop now, and demand for the products keeps increasing every season. Once all the apples are sold, the total apple-related income reaches $538,791. Instead of selling every apple, I keep the final batch inside the apple juice factory, so production can continue without interruption. The factories are now the backbone of the entire farming empire, transforming simple crops into extremely valuable products. Next, I collect the latest batch of wool from the sheep farm and load it onto the trailer for delivery. Since expanding the sheep barns and improving feed quality, wool production has increased dramatically. After selling the wool shipment, the total reaches $162,439. Once the apple juice factory is restocked, I sell the remaining apple storage for another $112,255. While focusing on transportation and factory sales, I suddenly realize that I completely forgot to feed the cows earlier in the day. I immediately prepare a full wagon of total mixed ration and deliver it to the cow barn before production drops too much. The cows quickly begin eating, and the barn productivity starts returning to normal levels again. Managing so many different businesses at the same time can be difficult, but keeping everything organized is the key to making millions. After feeding the cows, I move toward the wood production area to continue processing materials from the forestry section. I load an entire trailer full of wood chips and transport them to the selling point. The wood chip market prices are decent today, and the shipment sells for $46,791. Even leftover forestry materials are generating huge profits now, which shows how much the farm has evolved. Next, I prepare a massive shipment of trout fish and eggs from the fish farm production area. The fish farm has become one of the strongest passive income sources on the property. After unloading the shipment, the trout fish and eggs sell for an incredible $389,044. That massive payout instantly pushes the farm's profits even higher than expected for today. The factory production lines continue working non-stop, creating apple juice, strawberry juice, raisins, bonsai trees, and eucalyptus nursery products. I load all the finished factory products onto the trailer for another delivery run. The combined shipment sells for $113,000. At this point, almost every business on the farm is generating strong profits simultaneously. With production finally stabilized, it's time to begin the harvesting season for the oat fields. To handle the workload more efficiently, I purchase a massive Claas Lexion 8900 combine harvester. The Claas combine looks absolutely incredible, and its harvesting capacity is far beyond any machine I previously owned. I drive the combine toward the oat fields and begin harvesting immediately. The machine moves through the crops rapidly, collecting huge amounts of oats in a short amount of time. Watching the combine work across the massive fields is one of the most satisfying parts of farming season.
Like a heart attack. Someone help me catch my breath. How did you stop loving me? How is that even possible? How could we let love go? How could we move on? Why you wanna let me go? Now, are you saying that to change your mind? Well, have a pity, let me know now. 'Cause your love made me, baby, go blind. Why are you playing? We ain't got time. Tell me now if you wanna. What are you saying? Come on and spit it out. I'm about to lose my mind again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even possible? How could we let love go? How could we move on? Why you wanna let me go now? Are you saying that to change your mind? Well, have a pity, let me know now. 'Cause your love made me, baby, go blind. Why you wanna let me go now? Are you saying that to change your mind? Well, have a pity, let me know now. 'Cause your love made me, baby, go blind.
As the grain tanks fill up, I unload the harvested oats into trailers for transportation back to the farm. After completing the harvest, I transport all the oat grain and safely store it inside the silo. The harvested oats will later be used for future production chains and animal feed. Once the harvesting work is complete, I take the Claas Lexion to the washing station for cleaning. After such a long harvesting session, the combine is completely covered in dust and dirt. I carefully wash the Claas Lexion 8900 until it looks brand new again. Maintaining equipment properly is extremely important because damaged machinery can reduce efficiency and increase repair costs later.
I leave the TV on, I'm done with your sad eyes. I can take another night with you on like this, so let's go. I'm sure you can take it. You've been crying over him for a lifetime, so if you don't mind, we will dance till it's way past three. Another course that we can fly with the baseline. Boys be boys, ain't no excuse, babe. Now hey you, oh hey you, I know you can find someone better. Oh hey you, oh hey you. He's a vagabond, he won't love you better. I can watch you sinking down on the bottom ship. So count to 10, then again, Mississippi. You've been crying over him for a lifetime, so if you don't mind, we will dance till it's way past three. Another course that we can fly with the baseline. Boys be boys, ain't no excuse, babe. Now hey you, oh hey you, I know you can find someone better. Oh hey you.
With harvesting complete, I decide to expand the production area even further. I purchase 2 additional wood production greenhouses to increase future profits. The new greenhouses will allow me to produce even more valuable products while expanding the nursery business. Before activating production, I inspect all the required materials and storage levels inside the new facilities. Everything looks good, so I begin preparing the greenhouses for operation. I refill the seed tanks so the production lines can start immediately without delays. After adding seeds, I also refill the liquid fertilizer tanks to maximize efficiency and crop growth speed. The fertilizer system helps increase production significantly, making the greenhouses even more profitable over time. I double-check every production line to ensure the new facilities are running properly. By now, almost every corner of the farm is operating at full capacity. The orchards, factories, greenhouses, fish farms, forestry operations, and animal barns are all generating income simultaneously. What started as a small farm has slowly transformed into a massive multi-million-dollar production empire. Every expansion, machine upgrade, and factory investment has helped push the farm to the next level. Managing such a large operation takes a huge amount of planning, but seeing the farm grow bigger every day makes the hard work worth it. The greenhouse and factory businesses are now producing more money than traditional harvesting alone. With larger fields, bigger equipment, and non-stop factory production, the future of the farm looks more promising than ever before. There are still more factories to build, more land to purchase, and even larger harvests waiting in the future. From feeding animals and managing factories to harvesting crops and selling products worth millions of dollars, this farm continues growing every single day, and the journey is only getting started.